Hello, everybody, and welcome to Church at Home with Rachel for Monday, March the 10th. Um, I hope you had a great weekend, and I'm glad you're back with me. Today, I'd like to talk with you again about a seminar on leadership in crisis that I attended a couple weeks ago. And one of the things that really surprised me was a Gallup poll that had just recently been released, um, talking about the desired qualities of leaders in for 2025. So it was a Gallup poll done in 2024, inviting people to say, what are the things you're looking for the most in leadership? And my thinking was, someone who's decisive, someone who can fire up the troops, somebody who can speak eloquently, someone who has experience, who is leading because they have been chosen, because they've been there before, they've done that, and they can lead from a place of experience. The number one and number two qualities of leadership when they announced them blew me away. And really, they're not surprising, except they are, considering the world we live in. Considering and keep in mind that this Gallup poll was done in the tail end of 2024, like before the election was completed, before we knew the chaos that was going to happen in the White House and things like that. So people were asked in this Gallup poll, what are the desired qualities of a leader in 2025? The number one, I'm going to say number two. I'm going to back up here. Number two quality was trust, that it would be someone that people could trust. And the number one quality was someone who would lead with hope. I was blown away. Hope and trust, that's what people, I think Gallup polls are American, but we'll say North American. People in North America, what they wanted the most for a leader in 2025 is someone who can share hope and in whom they can place their trust. That's incredible, isn't it? And I think it's incredible considering who we currently have in leadership, in North America and other places in the world, considering what's being talked about and considering how many decisions are being made that are like scratch your head decisions. Like what? Like what? How did that happen? That doesn't lead to hope, and that certainly doesn't instill trust. But what people are actually looking for in their leaders is someone who brings them hope and someone in whom they can place their trust. I think that in itself is really hopeful, because think about it. If you're a leader, and it's quite possible that if you're watching these videos, you are a leader in some way, shape, or form. It could be you're a leader around the coffee cooler or the water cooler at work, or maybe you're a teacher, or you belong to a canasta club. But there are people over whom you exercise leadership, even if you don't realize it. A mother or a father is a leader. A kid, a teenager who's on a team is a leader. We all have our moments when we need to stand up and be the leader in the group. And this is really, really insightful and helpful, because it means that to be a good leader, we do not have to be the smartest one in the room. We don't have to be the richest one in the room. We don't have to be the most experienced one in the room. We don't even have to be the one who has the greatest, problem solving abilities. What we need to be is filled with hope and trustworthy. Isn't that incredible? I love that. I love that. That gives me more confidence in my ability as a leader because I'm filled with hope. I mean, there's a few times lately that it's been like really, it's really hard to hang on to it. But at the end of the day, I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe absolutely to the core of my being in the good news of Jesus Christ, which is totally hope. Totally hope. It's the hope that's been given to me because my sins have been forgiven. And it's the hope that's been given to me because I will be given the gift of eternal life. But it's also the hope that is given to me because between those two things, between my sins, my past being forgiven, and my eternal life being sort of taken care of, I get to live this incredible life in between, knowing that I'm never alone, that I have the hope that is Jesus Christ with me all the time. And I hope that I bring that hope to the people that I lead, to the lay people, the clergy that I lead. I really do hope that I bring that to them. And trust. Trust. Now, trust is not something I think that we can just, oh, there you go, you have my trust. We say that way too often. Oh, I trust him. I trust him. I really do believe that trust is something that is earned. When people have been burned, when somebody that they have placed their trust in without realizing whether or not this is a safe person to be giving my trust to, when that person gets burned, it's twice as hard, if not harder, for them to trust somebody else, right? Once burned, twice shy. The thing about a leader is, you need to earn the trust. You have to show up. You have to be there. You have to be out front saying, okay, here's the hope. Here's what the plan is. This is what we're going to try to do. This is how we're going to work together to bring that hope about. Whether that hope is bringing more people into the business, or teaching more children how to read, or teaching kids to have fun when they play that game. There's hope in the outcome. We never do something in which we hope that, and our desire is that it just goes badly. There is no job. Even if a firefighter, their hope is that if all things go well, no one will be killed. Everyone will be saved. Better yet, the house won't burn down. Even when we're facing difficult situations as leaders, the reality is, as good leaders, we have hope that the outcome will be good. And then we have to build that trust. How do we build the trust? How do we help people see that we can be good leaders, that we are trustworthy? It's because we get out there, we do the job. We put our money where our mouth is. We put one foot in front of the other, and we just go out and we do the job. And sometimes that means that we have to stop. We do the job with somebody else. Sometimes it means we have to stand there and help them and encourage them, and not take over from them, because we're showing them that we trust them to do what they're called to do as well. And that's an amazing way to build trust in other people, that someone to believe that they can trust me often begins with me showing them that I trust them. If I can show them that I believe they're trustworthy, then they're in a much better position to look at me and say, I'm going to give you the same shot. Hope and trust. Who would have thought it? The two most desirable qualities in a leader in 2025 are hope and trust. Two things that every single one of us can do. So are you ready to become a leader in your world? You just need hope. You need to build trust. And I bet you the rest will come. Have a great day, everybody. God bless. And I'll see you again tomorrow for Church at Home with Rachel.